It is a common assumption that who you are right now is largely set in stone, that your personality is a fixed trait, locked in from an early age and immune to any real change. For much of the early 20th century, the field of psychology reinforced this view. Sigmund Freud argued that human behavior was the inevitable result of dark, unconscious urges and rigid biological instincts. This deterministic framework leaves little room for free will. It paints a pessimistic picture of humanity, where our actions are merely reactions to internal tensions we can't see and don't control. But by mid-century, a new wave of thinkers started pushing back against this grim outlook. They began to ask if human beings might actually be innately good. This was the birth of the humanistic approach. These psychologists hypothesized that human behavior is inherently goal-directed and worthwhile, driven by a natural desire to express our capabilities and potential to the fullest. If we are biologically predisposed toward growth and fulfillment rather than darkness, it changes how we define a healthy individual. It forces us to ask how we actually become one. Abraham Maslow was a central figure in this movement. He held a deeply optimistic view of human potential, believing we all possess the capacity for love, joy, and creative work. However, Maslow argued that we cannot focus on those heights until we meet our biological, security, and belongingness needs. These foundational requirements are common to both animals and humans. An individual whose sole concern is satisfying these basic drives effectively lives at the same level as the rest of the animal kingdom. For Maslow, true psychological health goes beyond mere survival. The real journey of human life only begins when we pursue higher-order, development-related needs. While Maslow defined the levels, Carl Rogers identified the engine for this growth, the concept of the self. Rogers believed humans possess an inborn tendency to actualize their inherited nature, pushing us to express our unique talents to the fullest extent possible. He defined the ultimate destination of this process as becoming a fully functioning person. But if we are wired to grow, why do so many people feel stunted? The obstacle is often found in our social environment. Negative social conditions can lower our self-esteem, causing our real self and our ideal self to drift far apart. This disconnect stalls our innate growth. Rogers sought to bridge this gap through client-centered therapy, which provides an atmosphere of unconditional positive regard. This atmosphere of total acceptance provides the psychological safety required to become flexible and open to new experiences, allowing the upward climb to continue. At the top of this climb, actualization, the peak state where an individual reaches their absolute fullest potential. This raises the ultimate question: what are the specific traits of a person who has reached this summit? Humanistic theorists argue that healthy personality goes beyond mere adjustment to society or simple conformity to the norm. Instead, healthy individuals possess what humanists call the courage to be. They accept their own limits, stay true to their feelings, and take full responsibility for the lives they lead. They also live fully in the here and now, remaining immersed in their current experiences. Because they are grounded in the present, they are not trapped by regrets from the past or paralyzed by anxious expectations of the future. These principles suggest that personality is not a life sentence dictated by biology. It is a continuous process of mastering the self and actualizing our true potential.